Hi, classmates. My name is Laura Conan Levine, and I am using my screen recorder on my iPad to do this assignment. So I include my maiden name because I did my first degree with Southwest Baptist under my maiden name, and they've just continued to use it. So you're going to see me type both as we go through this course. So like I said, this is my second master's degree here at Southwest Baptist. I finished my first master's degree in 2021, and that was in teacher leadership. I'll have this one finished at the end of June. So this is my second to last class for this degree program. I live and teach in St. Louis, Missouri. I work in a suburban school in the Lindbergh School District. I teach at Sparing Middle School. This is my 15th year teaching. It's my 7th in my building where I teach 8th grade math. So 8th grade math, if you remember, was pre-algebra or algebra 1. And if I wasn't a math teacher, I think I would be an interior designer. Here's some pictures of my family. This is my little guy. His name is Oliver, but we call him Ollie. That was us this Saturday at Grants Farm. We live really close to Grants Farm if you're familiar with St. Louis. That's my husband Jeff and I and Ollie on Christmas. And here is Ollie again at one of the Blues games we went to over winter break. Some tech trends or issues that I'm noticing would be using AI to help, or I should backtrack. Some things that I want to investigate would be using AI to help design some building thinking classroom thin slicing lessons with leveled questions. So building thinking classrooms is something that's happening a lot in math classrooms where kids are out of their seat and working in small groups at whiteboards. And thin slicing lessons would be giving kids like one question at a time. You give them a question, you walk away, and they work it out themselves. And the goal of the building thinking classrooms is to get everyone involved. And AI is a great way to help teachers find leveled questions for students to answer. So if you were doing a building thinking classroom lesson on graphing quadratic equations, you would want to start with a few easy problems, then go to some medium ones, and then some tough ones at the end. So that is a great use of AI. So that's something I want to look more into. Another thing would just be that I'd love to discuss or learn more about is just preventing cheating, because again, I teach 8th graders and middle schoolers don't always make the best decisions, and we're seeing a lot of students use technology to cheat their way through homework or papers. So how can we improve that? The technology in my school is an iPad for every student. We need our students to have a stylus because we do a lot of writing on our iPads in math. But all the teachers and the students have the iPads. And then teachers also have a MacBook, which is really helpful for me to have two devices because I teach off of my iPad and then I can keep my MacBook open and have one eye on email or let a kid go to the bathroom with eHall Pass, things like that. And then every classroom is equipped with an Apple TV. So we AirPlay our lessons to our projectors. And that's all I could think of. In regards to online learning, I obviously agree with parts of it and disagree with parts of it. So I agree that technology can help teachers differentiate for students, and it can do it instantly in a way that I would never be able to do for students. It can also give students feedback, which I think is really helpful. It certainly helps teachers when it comes to grading things quickly, but I'm worried that students are losing that personal responsibility that comes from doing work on paper and turning it in and being held accountable. And I'm also noticing that our students are finding new ways to cheat. So I was noticing a student a few weeks back just typing my homework question into ChatGPT to get the answer. So for as many good things as there are with online learning, I'm worried about what our kids are holding themselves accountable to. And as for this summer, I'm going to finish this degree in June, and then I need to take 3 more classes to hit my plus 30 before next October. So I'm going to be working on that. Going to do swim lessons with Ollie. Again, he's 1.5, so he's really curious. He likes water. We got to make sure he knows how to be safe in the water. I'll do some tutoring, and I would like to learn how to needlepoint. So I want to start really simple there, but that's what I would like to do.